Hello and welcome, it's Ruth here at artfulstampin.co.uk. So going to be stamping a whole sheet of design, stamped one sheet wonder. I recently asked a question on my social media to find out if there's anything I can help with, or if there's anything that you struggle with card making. And one of the questions I had was, when stamping a one sheet wonder, how do you get started? Do you have something in mind, or do I have something to follow, or do I just go for it? To be honest, that answer is like, how long is a piece of string? It's kind of open-ended. And so all I can do is basically go through different approaches that I've developed over the last few years, and then also say that my mind is open to being inspired by anything and everything. And sometimes the magic just happens without kind of overthinking it too much, and then I have to kind of like rework it back and figure out what on earth just happened. So I'm not going to kind of explain all that in one go, because there's a lot I could explain and it would take me a very long time. However, what I'm going to do is stamp a one sheet wonder with you with one of the approaches that I sometimes take. So the approach that I'm going to take today is stamping a light background initially, then adding some focal points, and then kind of tweaking to make sure everything looks good. So that is different to, for example, stamping my focal points first and then stamping everything around it. So because I'm taking this approach of stamping a bit of a background to start off with, I have thought about using larger stamps. So I'm going to use this great big one here from Fern and Flora, and then possibly also a couple of these bigger ones initially, just to get a background down. So I'm going to go ahead, film myself, speed it up a little bit, because you don't need to spend hours watching me do this, and every so often I'll come on and explain what I'm doing. So I've gone ahead and stamped loads of lovely kind of like soft colours, and the darkest colour I've used so far is this Highland Heather, and just used that for the centres of the fresh fuchsia flowers. And so now I've done this kind of very soft background, I'm going to start adding some darker colours and also using a stamp that has a more solid image to it. So the one that I used before was this one here, the Fragrant Layers, and as you can see just from the packaging, it's got a very kind of like watercolour style effect to it. So when it stamps, it's not absolutely solid. When you compare it to something like Flowering Meadow, this one has got some really kind of like solid elements to it. And so I know that when I stamp with this, whatever colour I use, the colour's going to come out really strong. So my plan is now to start stamping with some of these flowers over the top and try and sort of fill in some of the gaps that I have and start adding darker and darker colours. So far I've used soft sea foam, fresh freesia, the new barely blush, which for those of you who remember Blushing Bride from a few years ago, it's like a lighter version of Blushing Bride. Right, let's go ahead and stamp some of these. Added the 2 layers now of Highland Heather, forgot the name there, and Berry Burst, and scattered those all around. And now what I want to do is add some additional darker green, because the only green on here so far is the soft sea foam. And so what I'm going to do is just work sort of my way in between some of these flowers, just to give it a little bit more depth with the foliage. And I didn't mention, but the kind of pattern that I was going for was the cross formation in the middle and then working from the corners outwards. So having, if you imagine like in a bit of an explosion point from the center of the piece of paper, and then from the corners, the sort of lines coming in and also to the sides of the paper like that. So that's roughly the pattern that I was following. Doesn't mean you kind of stick to it every single time, but to start off with, that's a really kind of simple and helpful guide to follow. Right, on to the green. So here is the finished piece, and the final flower colours that I used was Gorgeous Grape and Peaceful Pine, just to add those final sort of darker leaves, and then also those little butterflies, which I then coloured in with light and dark bubble bath Stampin' blends. So I hope that gives you a little bit of an idea of how to get started. You may not want to do yours as detailed as mine, but if you just get started with those lighter colours initially, just to sort of lay out your page and see what happens, and then add those darker colours bit by bit. You may notice also that what I tried to do was, when I was stamping these two darker colours at the end, I tried not to have them overlap each other too much. So when I stamped the Highland Heather, I very much kept them separated from each other so that the flowers can kind of shine for themselves. And then also when I was stamping the Berry Burst flowers on there, you will notice that they don't overlap in any way. They just sort of hold their own. And that's just to stop it getting a bit too kind of messy on the sheet, and so that each flower has its own space. So in terms of making a card from this, then the way I would cut this up is to cut it into 4 sections initially, because that just will make a really great kind of layout. You've got a little bit of sort of calmer spacing in, across the middle of each, section. And then if you felt you wanted to cut it down even further, you could possibly actually cut this into 8s. So if you want to be able to download my free templates, you can go to the description below, go to my Ko-fi shop, and you can download the templates that are appropriate for your area, either in A4 or 8.5 by 11. And those are just my suggestions for how you can possibly cut up your own stamped one-sheet wonders. Right, so thank you so much for joining me. Sorry this isn't a live, which I know a few of you are used to me doing, but I'm away from home at the moment, so I thought I'd get ahead and film this for you guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Please do remember to give me a thumbs up on the way out, and also invite your friends who you may think might enjoy this kind of video. Please do share with them. Right, take care everybody. Lots of love for now, and hope to see you all very, very soon. Bye bye.